Right, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Now, I say welcome back, but I suppose this is... I suppose it is a welcome back, considering this is technically my second ever video on this channel, really. But weirdly enough, this is not the first video that I was really expecting to, I guess, do a video on, I guess. I was always expecting it to be Football Manager, but I guess I decided not to do Football Manager first because I think it's a bit late for me to do in my opinion, to just start a Football Manager series, considering it's coming to the end of the season really, and in a few months' time, obviously FM22 will be coming out. So yeah. Now, you probably are wondering, and you've probably been able to tell by the title, and see just what I did, by what I've just seen by turning around and whatnot. But I'm doing a little bit of a house tour. Now, as the keen-eyed amongst the or whatever that phrase is, will have noticed the time at the top. It's saying 2 a.m., 2:30 a.m. at the minute. And as I say that, it goes to 2:39, which now as I say that again, it turns to 2:40, but oh well. So this is probably a bit of a weird time to start doing a mini house tour. So as you can probably tell at this point, I am stalling a little bit just so that time can kind of hurry up a little bit. So yeah, this is so far we are coming down towards the end of Alpha 19, I believe. I don't know when Alpha 20 is coming out, but I know it'll be coming out soon. Now the base that I'm going to be showing you is a base that I've been working on with a couple of my mates. This of course is the horde base over here that mostly of the time my mate has been specifically focusing on whilst I have been busy working on this beautiful, magnificent piece here. Obviously, as you can probably tell, it's nowhere near done. And obviously my aim is to get it done before Alpha 20 comes out, so then we can just start from scratch, I guess, really then. But yeah, this is actually a base this wasn't our initial base or original base really. Our original base was in fact over here. I believe it is. Hang on a second, this one here, and then this is a trader here. But yeah, this is definitely something we're gonna be finishing before Alpha 20 comes out. So just before Alpha 20 comes out, I think I'll do another mini house tour just when just to do the final, oh look at this, the final, the final video of, the whole thing done up perfectly, or well, as good as I hoped it would be, I guess. But yeah, I think I've stalled almost long enough. I probably will do a separate video for the horde base, just because then, we can be like, just scratch the next video out, but yeah. At the minute, obviously, we've got a couple bikes. This one isn't mine. You can probably tell this one. Is this one mine? Yeah. Just by that little bike underneath the actual bike itself. This, just for a start, I've done, just for context actually, the actual initial structure of this house, obviously you can tell that, this bit is actually wood here, and it's a very different look to the blocks next to it and stuff. So the stuff that is at the blocks that isn't actual specifically wood on the eye or whatever that doesn't look like the wood, that was the initial base structure or building structure or whatever. And obviously, as you can probably can't quite easily tell, I've added a lot to it and changed a lot to it. But yeah, I'm gonna enter here. And now this, obviously, as you might expect, we've done a lot more changes to not only just the outside but the inside as well. So you are going to walk into here. And the flooring is a bit dodgy. But yeah, basically this is basically our dump chest. Well, technically, every chest we tend to do is just dump stuff in. But this is basically what initially was the lounge has now become our storage room, and now this obviously, this place is going to be, this room here of course is going to be extended and whatnot. But yeah, this is in fact our storage room, and we're going to go through here. So what was initially the kitchen is now where we're going to be. You know, as you can probably tell by what that says on the box, is going to be currently our forge room really and stuff like that. We've got a cement mixer here, a workbench, and a secure storage chest which one of my mates has locked for whatever reason. Through here would be the initial back entrance, you know, and we've got some farming stuff here. We've got some corn and things like that, and you know, more stuff. And you know, my favourite things I like to plant are trees. So yeah, down here my mate decided to try and look for iron rather than go to the actual iron chest that we found like over here or whatever. And that little spot down there seems to be our place where we can just dig a load of stone and stuff. But to go upstairs now, of course, the big stairs, this probably needs to be filled in, to be fair. But this is the mini room, I guess. We need a little staircase here, you know, just to, or whatever. But this is obviously, this is my bed here. This wasn't initially my room, I believe. You know, initially this was initially Ranch's room, but and then the top room that we're about to go up to now was going to be mine, but I ended up completely refurbishing it, as you're about to see. I ended up making it a massive balcony area, as you can see here, one wonderful balcony area, and you're probably wondering what this little extra bit is up here, which you will find out in a minute. So this is what I'm just gonna shut that door, and I'm gonna shut this one as well. But you can probably tell that I need to fill a few holes in here or there. But this is our little balcony so far, just for everybody just to really relax to, I guess, just where, you know, typically our characters can just come to and just put their feet up. Of course, these pillars here, obviously, just to make it a little bit more realistic in being like, or this top bit is here to, I suppose, balance the thing out a little bit more. But yeah, this door is locked and for my use only, because of this. Obviously, and this little bit here is going to be turned into this wooded little whatever, just to make it to match. But this is what will be my room eventually, or what was planned to be my room. I've done this completely by scratch, and of course, I've got my cheeky little chest there, and then I can got a little entrance bit up here, where I can just come up here, and I suppose just be naughty and spy on people, I guess, since my doors are locked and I can just do whatever, you know. But yeah, this is just a little base, you know. This is something just completely simple, you know. It's a bit ridiculous, you know. Most of it's actually been really sort of spontaneous, and I've ended up just going absolutely wild with it. And obviously, every single time I come on, I'm doing something completely different and messing things up. Well, not necessarily messing things up, but changing things up a little bit, you know, or going a bit crazy with it or so. But yeah, obviously, just I'll go at this little bit here is going to be taken down at some point. But yeah, but obviously, a couple of gaps you can probably see here or there that are going to be filled in. Obviously, this little patch here is going to be filled in just to, of course, balance it out a bit more again. Of course, this is once again back to the back of the entrance to the building or so, and all this stuff is going to be, of course, filled in, like I said, about 1,000 times at this point. But yeah, this is just like, I suppose, our little server. Obviously, you can probably tell we're only on day 38, so we haven't got too far in it, but we've got to a point where I think we will obviously a lot of stuff in our personal lives has stopped us from coming on a little bit. For example, my uni stuff has been super important and whatnot, and that's gotten away a little bit. I think a few things we haven't got as far as we probably originally planned to, but I think we're going to start fresh from Alpha 20 when it comes out. We're just going to leave this server to be just down to us, you know, obviously taking it a little seriously, but just to practice on a few things here or there. So yeah. Anyway, this is probably a good time for me to probably call it there for the video. So, I mean, it's now about to go to 6 o'clock in game. So I've been talking about, I believe, for the best part of 3.5 to 4 hours in game hours, of course. Because as far as I'm concerned, but that's what my OBS is saying. I've only been on, recording for like 12 minutes. So yeah. So first, just to round it off, I guess. Thank you to everybody, of course, who has been watching this video. I do appreciate everybody who has. And my next video, which probably will not be long after this, or uploaded long after this, I'm actually going to do a double upload this evening. So yeah, thank you once again, just to round it off a little bit. Thank you to everybody who's watched it. Please do give me a subscription. Either way, same thing. Whatever, subscribe, like, whatever they say. And thank you to everybody who has, of course, watched this video.